Welcome back to First Coast Living, folks. I'm out here at Standard Feed and Seed, and yes, even though the weather is absolutely gorgeous lately, this is winter on the First Coast, and we're talking about winterizing your lawn and some vegetables and some things you can plant in your garden that'll last through some of these freezes. There we go. Hey, David, how you doing?
Doing good, Curtis. How you doing?
Doing well. Joined by David out here, who's in charge of everything that grows here. Talking about winterizing your lawn, you got a small lawn here at the front of the store.
Yes.
And what do you got in the bucket?
Well, this is a winterizing fertilizer. It's a 5-10-15, low nitrogen, phosphorus, and then a high potash for root development over the winter. It's real important to get your lawn set for the spring when the new growth starts, that it has a very strong root system. That's what this is designed to do.
Some people make the mistake of thinking, well, since my grass doesn't grow, I don't need to do anything to it, but the roots are still growing through this winter.
That's correct, and you have to protect them from the cold weather, and the best way is to give them the potash.
Now, something I see, you may have done this already at home too, but if you look down here, David, I can see this is not St. Augustine. You got some St. Augustine, but you got some, this is rye, right?
Yep, that is an annual ryegrass, and I've done that to avoid having a bunch of bare patches in my yard. It kind of helps prevent the weeds from overtaking when the grass is not growing anymore. It's very easy to apply. It'll grow just about anywhere, and it comes up quickly and lasts all the way into the early spring and summer months when the temperatures really come up, and that's when you can put your perennial grass seed down.
Now, you already did this like probably 4 weeks ago or so, but you can still do the overseed now?
You can do it anytime between now and the end of February, just to cover patches up quickly. And keep in mind that it'll be there long enough to help your perennial grass germinate and take over when it dies out.
Perfect, good info. And last, before we go inside, do's and don'ts. What's the major mistake people make when they're dropping this fertilizer down?
Well, you want to make sure that you set it to where you're getting a very even flow of fertilizer, not too much, but make sure you're getting enough for full coverage. You can go one way across the yard and then come back across it again to ensure that you have coverage. But it's very important when you're done to clean your driveways and your sidewalks off to keep from staining it, either by blowing or sweeping the excess fertilizer back into your lawn.
All good stuff. We're gonna head inside because I got to get some plants, some veggies for the winter. Talk about what you can grow in your garden. All right, so David, this is in the seed area, and you got a ton of seeds here, but you've separated out what grows right now?
Yes, we do. We have a full line of winter, summer, and spring seeds. Right now we're in the winter season, and we have a lot of information available to help you with your gardening, what you can plant, how deep to plant it, and the different types of seeds. And basically this here, you're looking at your lettuces, your cabbages, your Brussels sprouts, spinach, broccoli.
The hardy stuff, the hardy greens.
The stuff that will last through the winter, even if we get a freeze or a hard frost.
And one of the things right there, kale, I need one of those. I'm getting that. We're going to be planting that because kale I like because it doesn't need to be covered, because you also have these two. If you do have some plants, though, that need to be covered for the freezes.
Certainly, citrus and tropicals, for example, hibiscus and crotons and things like that. If they're small enough to cover them. Don't take the chance of a frost killing your valuable citrus trees.
Right. And other do's and don'ts as far as covering, don't cover with plastic, right?
No, do not. It's got to be breathed. This is a breathable cloth. It's very lightweight. It will not squish your flowers. You basically wrap it around your tree and then put a few clothespins to hold it tight against the trunk. Another thing that's very important is, if you have tropicals, is to water them thoroughly the day or the night before the frost, because wet roots are harder to freeze than dry roots.
All right, good info there. And then what you have in front of you here is a little seedling tray, right? And so people may be intimidated by this, but you guys have a lot of different helpful stuff for them, right?
Yes, we have an almanac, we have a planting calendar, and then we have the calendar that tells you what days are good to plant, when the best fishing is. And if you're into astrology, there's a lot of other information on there. If it's not on that calendar, you're probably not going to find it anywhere.
These are a hot commodity. You guys go through these real quick.
Yes, they are, and all of this stuff is available free to the public while the supplies last.
Yeah, these are great. I got to get one of these. I'm going to keep one of these with me. We always like to give our viewers a special at the end of this. What do you got?
Well, from now until the beginning of February, we're going to have $2 off the frost blankets to purchase, and we're also going to have $1 off your winterizing fertilizer.
There you go. Come in now. Again, these will go fast, so get in here now and get everything you need. And again, look, if you have any questions, David's always here to help you out.
That's correct.
Good to see you, man. We got more coming up on First Coast Living. Stick around. We'll be right back.